Hi everyone, this is Bloodstainedbikinis and
Cradleofcunt.
I know a few of you have been asking about how our relationship works, and in terms of an open relationship. I use that term really loosely because it's just an easier way to say what kind of relationship we have. So I'm not calling it an actual open relationship, but it's just what works for us, basically. A few of you asked some questions that we're going to answer. So the first one asks, I'm in an open relationship right now. It's the first one I've ever been in before. What are some tips you can give me? How do I deal with the feelings of jealousy that I've come across? Basically, maybe an open relationship isn't for you. If you are feeling jealous, it's probably not working for you. I never feel jealousy in our relationship. Do you?
Not really. If you feel jealous, you shouldn't be putting yourself through it.
Maybe it's not for you, maybe it's just the other person has... Like, don't get me wrong, our relationship has not always been this way. We've been together for 4 years. And we've only really been like this for about 1 year. Like, if that. It hasn't really been that long, so yeah, we're still finding things that we don't like about some things and that, but that's why we don't want to generalize and say it's for an open relationship, because it's just what works for you. But I really don't think that you should be engaging in an open relationship if you are feeling jealousy.
Basically, you need to talk to your partner. You need to communicate on what feels best for you and how you think you're both going to feel from it. Because if you feel shitty about it but the other person don't, only one person's going to feel good about it, whereas the other one is going to get upset.
Basically. And that's a big thing as well. Communication is key, especially if you're doing anything with another person outside of the relationship.
Honesty.
You need to let them know that it is what it is, basically. We're very open with people. We're very open with each other, which is another thing. You just need to be honest, and you need to, if something's not happening for you, if you're not liking it, even if you're in the middle of doing something, either sexually or emotionally, with another person outside of the relationship, if at any time you're not enjoying it, then you need to let them know. Like, that's just because, I don't know, you can, like, it can stop at any point. It doesn't have to, just because you say this or that, it doesn't have to be forever. Like, if I said to you, I don't feel like this is not making me happy anymore, right, then it doesn't have to be set in stone. And so I really don't think, obviously, if jealousy is a big deal for you, then a kind of relationship like this is not for you, really.
And if the other person thinks otherwise, just end it, because you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, basically. There's another one. Would you say that personally being in an open relationship is more about you having one boyfriend and lots of sex buddies or one-night stands, or more about having lots of boyfriends and girlfriends? Personally, I think it's more about just the experience you have with somebody else rather than having boyfriends and girlfriends. That's more kind of polyamory, where you have multiple relationships with people. We're just on about encounters with people, whether emotionally, physically.
We're here for the fucking.
Basically. But then again, sorry, that's just my cat. She has sinus problems. Yeah, so you need to let the other person know. I cannot stress this enough, because if that other person thinks that they're going to be getting in a relationship with one of you, or both of you even, it's wrong. So before anything happens, first of all, you need to know that you're comfortable with being physical with another person in front of your partner. You need to, obviously, consent is key. And you just need to talk about it, basically. Whatever's going to go down, whatever you feel you may not be into or like. You need to tell both people or however many people. Obviously, it's not just threesomes we're talking about, but obviously more than that. We haven't, it's just, it's not really about like having another boy, like, because obviously he is all I need in a relationship, but sexually, obviously I'm a very sexual person, both of us are. Sex for me is different to what sex is for him, but at the same time it's still benefiting both of us. So that's what, like, I'm kind of rambling now, but if you need to tell your partner what sex means to you, whether it's on an emotional or just a physical level. Like for us, it's just physical. If it's with another person, if it's with, obviously between me and him, it's very emotional. So we have another one as well. Just how often would you say being in an open relationship is any different to being in a strictly monogamous one? Obviously the sex. When we're out, like if I see a person that I like, if he sees a person that he likes, we will tell each other. We're very open. I'm a very flirty person anyway, and I will let him know if I like the look of a person, or I'll go over and talk to them, or it's it can be quite different in the way that we talk about other people in a sexual way rather than just us two. Can you think of any other, and how it's different than a...
Well, I'd say in a strictly monogamous one, you're more likely to have a lot of jealousy.
Well, yeah.
And it's not a definite, but if you say you're just going to like that one person and they see you talking about or looking at another person, they're going to get their ass in their hand about it and just not like it.
Well, the thing is...
I'm not saying that there's a bad difference between it. Like, it's not necessarily going to make the other person jealous, but that is a possibility, whereas between us it's not going to happen.
Because I did used to be a very jealous person, but I'm very happy with myself right now, and I'm confident in our relationship. I know he's not going anywhere. He knows I'm not going anywhere, but that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy other people. It really doesn't mean, like, because for us it's just the sex side of it, and we always let the person know that it's the sex side of it and nothing else. I love him with all my heart, but it doesn't mean that I just want to have sex with him. I'm into girls. Gender is not really a big deal for me, but we like to experiment, and we do quite a lot sexually, and we're quite, I don't know, open-minded, if you will, about sex. So it's really not a big deal for us. I mean, for us it's just enjoying another person's body, enjoying another person's gender maybe, and just branching out and seeing if we like different things. If he was doing something that I didn't like, if I was doing something that he didn't like, we could tell each other and it would stop right then and there. That's all there is to it, really. I know another person asked about like how to describe how our relationship is like lasted this long, but I mean, we've practically grown up together. I've been with him since I was 14. So can you say really how our relationship?
Trial and error.
Trial and error.
Sometimes it's shit, sometimes it's great.
We do argue. We argue quite a lot because we're both stubborn. So, but it's just...
You need to work on it. You need to talk. You just need to spend time with each other.
Basically.
Get to know each other. Just learn everything about the person you're with. And just get in their brain. You basically become one person with the two of you. And once you know that person enough and you love that person enough, you'll stay together as you are forever.
But I think it's important to say, even though you said like be one person.
Yeah, be separate people.
It's really important just to be separate people.
Of course.
To keep separate, and like we have separate friends and stuff, obviously, but we have friends together. But
I just mean with your emotional connection.
Oh yeah,
just together.
It's definitely important to be together in that sense, but to remain two separate beings. As sometimes people can obviously be engulfed in their relationship, and that's all people know them for, is just him and her, rather than, or like whoever, rather than just, oh yeah, it's Laura and Chris, rather than, them. It is important, obviously, when keeping friends and stuff, to make time for friends, make time for other people, have time for yourself. Like, I love being alone. I know you love being alone too. So it's just, like, I will tell him if he's annoying me. I will tell him, and I'll just say, listen, you need to go away now. So, yeah. But the whole thing about having, like, how our relationship works, having a quite open relationship, is basically just talking and finding out what you want to do, how you want to do it, who you want to do it with, and whether you're okay with it. I mean, you need to find out what kind of level you want to go to, first of all, whether you want to watch, whether you want to be involved, whether it's just a fantasy.
Whether you want to do it individually or you want your partner to be there and join in.
Exactly, yeah, because we spoke about it for a while before, didn't we? And then I was kind of like, no, it's just, I'd rather just keep it a fantasy, and then I got more comfortable with the idea. So, and here we are now. So, I think that's it, really. If any of you have any other questions, then just drop them in my ask box or his, and we will answer them. So, there you go. Bye. You say bye?
Yeah.